Rounds of strong and severe thunderstorms continue to take aim at central and eastern Kentucky. The very latest coming up.
This afternoon, storms caused damage around Lexington. We'll show you what happened to one home.
Shelters sometimes see an influx of stray animals this time of year. The role 4th of July celebrations play in the increase.
WKYT News starts now with First Alert Weather.
Good afternoon to you. Amber Philpott and Sam Dick reporting. We have had severe storms moving through the area this afternoon, and the threat still isn't over.
Well, let's go right to our chief meteorologist, Chris Bailey, for an update on this WKYT First Alert Severe Weather Day.
Yeah, guys, severe thunderstorms now targeting parts of the southern half of Kentucky along and south of Interstate 64. That's where the greatest instability is. That's where we have numerous counties that are under severe thunderstorm warnings, including Garrett County, Lincoln County, and the parts of Madison County as well. And northern parts of Rockcastle County has been issued for a severe thunderstorm warning from Jackson included in that. This goes until 5 o'clock. Worst of the winds are just now entering parts of Rockcastle County. And I'm going to show you an interesting radar picture in a moment. Severe thunderstorm warning, Casey, Lincoln, and Russell County, and also for Pulaski and Rockcastle County as well. So you're under that severe thunderstorm warning until 4:45. Let's get up close and personal on this line of thunderstorms. Increasing a bit here on the southern end, right on top of Lake Cumberland, heading into northern parts of Wayne County, Somerset. We are rocking and rolling, and the winds are going to continue to gust up here over the next little bit. That continues up toward the Science Hill area, Shopville, and north of there is where the leading edge of the worst of the weather is currently located. Look at this radar picture coming out of the Mount Vernon area. Notice how we're getting what is a little backward C here, indicating likely damaging winds that are working their way on through the area. And we are going to be noticing that there is a little bit maybe of a spin here showing up on the northern edge of this here into northern parts of the Rockcastle County area, where you can see a little bit of an inflow here. And on the northern edge, sometimes of these little bows, you can get some spin, and we're looking at the winds inside this now. And on that northern edge, we've got winds that are going toward the radar, winds that are coming around and away from the radar. So all of a sudden now, with this little gust that is coming through, this little bow echo on the northern side of that, we're getting in on just a hint of some rotation. So we'll watch that here in the Mount Vernon, Crab Orchard area of Lincoln County, and far southern parts of Madison County. Lancaster, heavy rain, Lexington Metro, heavy rain coming down, thunder and lightning. Nothing severe across the Lexington area now. Eastern Kentucky, severe weather threat is going to ramp up over the next little bit as this line of thunderstorms that is across southern Kentucky continues to roll its way toward the east. Guys, it is the southern part of Kentucky that had temperatures today at one point into the upper 80s, flirting with 90 degrees. We have more instability. These storms are going to head toward where the fuel is, and the fuel is the instability across southern Kentucky. So damaging wind threat is going to continue. And oh, by the way, we're still watching some additional rounds of thunderstorms coming in behind this as the evening goes on. Flash flood threat for the entire region as well.
Chris, thank you. Now, strong storms swept through Lexington about 1 o'clock this afternoon. Those storms brought heavy rains and high winds.
Several trees came down, including one that landed on a home on Wolf Run Drive off Mason, Headley, and Beacon Hill. WKYT's Mike Linden is live for us at the scene with our top story at 4:30. Hi, Mike.
That's right, Amber. People have a lot of cleaning up to do after this afternoon's storms, with more to come. And if you see behind me here, there's still one tree left in the roadway, and another one, well, landed on top of a home. Now, this all got started at around 1 o'clock this afternoon. That's when Lexington firefighters responded to multiple calls of trees down near the Wolf Run Drive area. Now, while several of them just fell without causing any damage, that one, as you just saw, landed on a home, causing a portion of the roof to cave in while people were inside. Now, the homeowner, Ernest, says everyone inside the home is okay. Now, Ernest says that there is a silver lining to take out of this. Of course, it being Independence Day, and he said this isn't how he imagined he'd be spending his holiday. But the silver lining is that him and his family will be able to spend the holiday together. They're all okay, including their 6-week-old twins that were inside the house when the tree fell onto the roof. Live in Lexington, Mike Linden, WKYT.
That is good news, Mike. Thank you. Power is still out in the Wolf Run Drive area as crews remove down power lines from backyards. Well, the 4th of July holiday can be a tough one on pets. The Lexington Humane Society says it often sees an increase in strays this time of year because our furry friends get spooked by fireworks and run away.
WKYT's Rebecca Smith shows us the problem and what all of us can do to help out. That story's new at 4:30.
Right now we're in downtown Lexington where all the 4th of July festivities are underway. Now, not all dogs love 4th of July. You'll see a lot of them walking around here, but there are some things to keep in mind for those skittish pups out there.
This year's 4th of July offers up a double whammy of loud sounds with thunderstorms and fireworks. They don't typically occur simultaneously, lucky for our dog friends, but on their own, they can really do a number on our scared pets. The Lexington Humane Society does see an influx of stray dogs this time of year because a lot of them manage to run away from home.
If you think that's going to happen during your festivities, just to try to keep them safe in the house or in the garage or somewhere cool and calm where they can kind of just chill out.
Today, Animal Care and Control in Lexington is taking dogs in, so if you happen to find a stray dog in your neighborhood, you can take it in. They will open up technically tomorrow at 9 o'clock in the morning, so that's when you can go pick up your dog if little Fido happens to run away with all the 4th of July activity. In Lexington, Rebecca Smith, WKYT.
And having your dog microchip can help reunite you with them if they run away. You can also get your dog something called a thunder shirt, which can help calm them during storms or fireworks.
A man admits to robbing a bakery with a mini baseball bat. 23-year-old Brandon Morris pled guilty to burglary charges in the May robbery at Poppy's Bakery in Frankfort. As part of the plea deal, Morris must complete a long-term residential drug program. The State Journal reports if Morris doesn't comply, he will serve 10 years in prison. Louisville police have arrested a father in his daughter's death. 31-year-old Spindle Johnson is charged with murder. Police say they found the 3-year-old dead in Johnson's apartment about 5 this morning. Johnson had called 911 to report she was unconscious. Police say Johnson admitted to causing the child's death.
The community will start saying goodbye to a well-known minister tomorrow. Visitation for Reverend Wayne Smith will be held from 1 to 9 tomorrow at Southland Christian Church on Harrodsburg Road. Smith founded Southland, which has become the largest church in central Kentucky. A second visitation will be held from 10 a.m. to 12:45 Wednesday afternoon. His funeral will follow at 1 o'clock.
Many times in life, we never know the obstacles that might come our way. For one family in Georgetown, an accident in 2013 with a lawnmower became one that tested the family of 4. Last year, I introduced you to Katie Ennington. Her leg was severely injured in that accident. Tonight, the drastic and life-changing decision the little girl made to be normal and overcome her injuries. When we met Katie Ennington last September, it had been nearly 2 years since her dad accidentally backed over her with a lawnmower in the family's yard. Her severely injured leg limited her in what she could do, and she was ready to change that. Her suggestion? She wanted her leg amputated. Up until that point, her family didn't know what was next.
2 years ago when this happened, it's been almost 3 years, there's no way that you would have told me that we could have been a fighter. I didn't know what was going to happen to us. I know what's going to happen to her. I didn't know what's going to happen to any of us.
Well, what happened is a little girl made a life-changing decision to amputate her leg, and in the end, has helped her family heal. Tonight, Katie's recovery and how one 7-year-old is not only inspiring those around her, but reminding us all to just take life and run with it.
Well, she is special in so many ways.
Special.
So, Amber, how has this changed the family even more so than the accident?
Sure. I was there in September. The family wanted to talk because they felt like they were in a place where they finally could. And they wanted to speak out because they were part of a PSA warning people about the dangers of lawnmowers and accidents that can happen. But when I went back this time, after seeing her with her leg amputated, that family was completely changed again, because I think they knew she was going to be okay and she was okay with it. So now they're okay with it in a completely different place, but still speaking out about safety, lawnmowers, and what to do when you're doing that yard work. And you're going to see her inspirational story and how she's really affecting others tonight at 6 o'clock.
She's got a beautiful smile.
Yes, she does. She is cute as a button.
She is. It is an Independence Day tradition that makes many stomachs turn. We'll show you the winner of the 100th annual Nathan's Hot Dog Eating Contest.
It is WKYT First Alert Severe Weather Day as we see rounds of strong and severe thunderstorms that continue to target the area. These thunderstorms, especially across southern and southeastern Kentucky, have the potential to be severe as we go through the next several hours. That's where the greatest amount of instability is currently located. And I'm looking at this line and I'm seeing these little individual bows that are standing out that can produce wind damage with each of those. One of them developing now between Richmond and Berea. Severe thunderstorm warning, Garrett, Lincoln, Madison counties. That'll go until 5 o'clock. And again, right between Berea and downtown Richmond, wind damage is a possibility. Then we have a bigger bow that is showing up. That's winds that are really trying to stretch out through this thunderstorm on top of Rockcastle County. Pulaski, Rockcastle County, severe thunderstorm warning going for just a few more minutes. Surprised that hasn't been extended a little farther to the east. Monticello, big-time thunderstorm off to our north. It is right on top of Lake Cumberland over toward the Mill Springs area. Somerset, Shopville, Science Hill, Eubank, into Waynesburg, thunder and lightning. Though the worst of this is right here. Look at that textbook look on a radar of a potential damaging wind maker. And notice that backward C. When you see that on a radar picture, chances are stronger winds are pushing out of that main line toward the east. So right on top of Interstate 75 across Rockcastle County. Rain is really coming down, and we're likely getting in on some high winds. So if you're watching me right now into northern parts of Laurel County, into McKee and Jackson County, you don't have a warning, surprisingly, just yet, but treat it as if you're going to get some damaging winds potentially over the next 15, 20 minutes or so as this bow, the leading edge of that, works its way across Rockcastle County. Here's Mount Vernon, Broadhead just behind me here. To the east we go on 1004 down 1955. This is east of 75 down toward the Livingston area. And amazingly, that severe thunderstorm warning has been allowed to expire without it being issued farther downstream. Into the north here, we have that severe thunderstorm warning that is impacting parts of the Madison County area. And that is another little bow that is located between Richmond and Berea, and it is rolling its way toward the east and the northeast, and that will roll across sections of Madison County, eventually Estill County, maybe southern parts of Clark County. That will impact our weather as well. To the north in Lexington, it's just heavy rain right now that's trying to lighten up on the west side of town, the occasional flash of lightning. Thunderstorms watching this little cell going up between Moorhead and Flemingsburg, and we're going to watch southeastern and southern Kentucky for additional severe thunderstorms as this line works its way on through here. And again, I'm very surprised that we don't have more warnings associated with this as of right now, especially when I see that bow echo, that little damaging wind potential into parts of Rockcastle County heading toward Jackson County and northern parts of Laurel County. You're likely to get in on enough winds that can cause some at least tree limbs and branches to come down. To the west of us, showers, thunderstorms ongoing here. A 3D Defender, by the way, I did want to show you this into southern Kentucky. These thunderstorms are lifting up way up into the atmosphere, and here's that little bit of a line that is taking on that bow look as it races its way on off to the east with the potential for some damaging winds. How do we roll into the evening? Can we get some fireworks in? Yes, we can. But again, exactly when and where those thunderstorms are at 9, 10 o'clock or so, we'll watch the radar all evening. Some areas will be okay, some areas will not be. Into the day tomorrow with an isolated shower or a thunderstorm. Better weather tomorrow compared to today, though the thunderstorm threat is going to ramp back up Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I will be surprised if, again, later this week, if we don't have some strong thunderstorms and another flash flood threat.
It's still a lot to watch tonight for sure.
That's right. Southern Kentucky, severe thunderstorms are coming through there with damaging winds, the main threat.
All right, Chris, thank you.
You bet.
Well, many people enjoy a hot dog during their holiday celebrations, but how about 70? Joey Chestnut regained his championship title during the annual 4th of July hot dog eating contest on Coney Island. He downed those 70 hot dogs along with buns in just 10 minutes. It's the most ever eaten at a competition.
The lights are bright and the fun is fabulous here at the Mountain Arts Center. We're celebrating the 4th in Eastern Kentucky today. I'm Deanne Stevens, out and about.
Well, while many people thought that they would spend the day gathered around a pool or lake or even a grill on this 4th of July, some people are hanging out in the mountains of eastern Kentucky.
And they include our Deanne Stevens. She's out and about today, joining us from the Mountain Arts Center, and it looks like she's gathered around a piano. Deanne?
That's all I got. Clearly, Clayton Case. It's good reason. He's the director here at the Mountain Arts Center. Good afternoon and happy 4th of July, guys. We are in eastern Kentucky celebrating our freedom here today. Happy 4th of July to you, Clayton.
4th of July.
What do you guys do here at the Mountain Arts Center besides have a lot of fun?
Well, we do have a lot of fun for sure, but we have a lot of exciting shows going on this summer. And as a matter of fact, coming up this Saturday night is Billie Jean Osborne's Kentucky Opry right here on this stage.
You guys do so much to celebrate the arts here, and really this is a one-of-a-kind facility.
It truly is. It was a dream of Miss Billie Jean Osborne almost 20-some years ago now, and we're really excited to be here today actually doing some of the things that she dreamt about a long time ago.
And we would love for people from the central Kentucky area to make this a quick summer trip. I mean, it was like an hour and a half here. I had a fast driver. And then there's so many places to stay around here and the beautiful mountains to see.
Man, listen, we have some of the best restaurants in eastern Kentucky right here in Prestonsburg. We're excited for people to get down here and see it. We're excited about them to come and see shows, Front Porch Pickin', where it's a free concert for anyone to come out and be with us on Friday nights, every Friday night this summer.
You said guys like Sunday Best, and some of those are down here playing all the time too, right?
That's exactly right. Sunday Best and Monroe and Kentucky Opry.
Monroe. All right, you got to meet this guy. He kind of takes folks through all of the fun here during the weekends at the Mountain Arts Center. I understand, Monroe, you got a special song for us today?
Made one up just for you all.
Oh, well, let's hit it.
I'm going to sing it for the people special people at WKYT, especially on the news. I watch you every evening. Here you go. Well, I got out of the shower and I got a good look at myself. A little pot-bellied, bald-headed man, I thought I was somebody else. Well, I caught my reflection in the mirror in the bathroom door. I just don't look good naked anymore. Help! He just don't look good naked anymore. Me and Fairy Belle got a dancing style. Folks said it is unique. It's only when we're back to back we're dancing cheek to cheek. Well, I went to the doctor for my annual medical exam. I standing there in the buff, and finally he said, "Man." I said, "What is it, Doc? Is it a fatal disease? You know I got to know the score." He said, "No, Monroe, you just don't look good naked anymore." Whoa. He just don't look good naked anymore.
Way to go, Monroe. You look good in red, white, and blue, though, I'll tell you that.
Thank you, thank you.
Some fun for your 4th of July. Don't forget, they are always celebrating here, especially on the weekends at the Mountain Arts Center. Check it out for yourself, and happy 4th of July to everyone. I'm Deanne Stevens, out and about at the Mountain Arts Center. Back to you guys.
Deanne, thank you. Stay with us. There's more news to come.
All right, my pants are still wet from the parade. I'm sorry, I know other people have bigger problems than that, but wet day.
Well, Chris, that was very scary what blew up here this afternoon, especially downtown.
Yeah, we had a lot of trees that were knocked down on homes during that time. Now we're focusing on southern Kentucky. That's where all the energy is right now in terms of true severe weather. Several counties under severe thunderstorm warnings for just a few more minutes for parts of Garrett, Lincoln, Madison counties till 5:15. Estill, Jackson, Laurel, Lee, Owsley, and Rockcastle County. And just over the past few minutes, a brand new severe thunderstorm warning. Laurel, McCreary, Pulaski, and Wayne for south of Somerset for that southern end of that is rolling its way toward the east. Damaging winds, the primary player with any of the storms that are out there, and those storms are going to continue to roll their way across southern Kentucky. And we've been focusing on this area since we first started to do cut-ins this afternoon right at 1 o'clock, because this was the area I was seeing the most energy in the atmosphere, because you had sunshine and those temperatures that were boosting into the 85 to 90 degree range. So right now, northeast of Monticello, the Mill Springs area, that is working its way toward the east and will impact Mount Victory and eventually into London. Shopville, Science Hill, we have strong thunderstorms, nothing that is severe, at least with that part of it. Severe thunderstorm with this cell that is, we focused on this a little bit ago. The winds coming out of this, knocking a few trees down right now to Rockcastle County that is right on top of McKee in Jackson County. So the worst of that, again, is just to the east of Interstate 75. Also, getting up into parts of Madison County, south of Richmond, toward Berea. Northern edge of that is not as strong as what we were looking at just a little bit ago. But again, this same area can also pick up on very gusty winds, a lot of thunder, a lot of lightning, and some heavy rains that can cause some local stream and some street flooding. So the farther south and southeast that we go, greater the potential for some damaging winds. Lexington Metro, we're going to catch a little bit of a break coming up over the next hour or so, but also watching eastern Kentucky where showers and thunderstorms are ongoing here. And guys, we also have to mention now we're getting a lot of damage reports coming out of Louisa in Lawrence County at a Walmart there, which is right on US 23. Cars flipped over in the parking lot and a partial roof collapse with people that were inside the Walmart in Louisa at that time. That same storm, by the way, has now crossed over into West Virginia with a confirmed tornado on the ground heading toward Charleston, West Virginia. So we'll continue to get information out of Louisa and we'll watch the storms to the south. WKYT News at 5 o'clock starts now.